All right, let's get it going. Welcome to Wasted Pitch, everybody.
Wasted
back.
Pitch.
We're happy to see you, or you're happy to see us. One of the two. I don't know what it is. We weren't here last week. Paul and I recorded an episode. Yeah, we are happy to see Eric. Paul and I recorded an episode last week. We scrapped it. We didn't like it. Maybe we'll release it later if we decide. Maybe it's like a blooper reel or something.
Didn't make the cut.
Didn't make the cut.
No.
So we missed a week, but we're back here. And we're going to get it started right away with some quick hits.
Quick hits.
There it is. Yes. Feels good.
Wow,
huh?
that felt good. Yeah, that felt good.
First quick hits of the season.
Yep.
Breaking news. You heard it here first on Wasted Pitch. Mr. Blake Snell is headed to the Giants, the Gigantes of San Francisco.
Good Lord.
What is the... Yeah, no kidding. What's he getting? You told me this earlier.
2 years, $62 million.
Jeez.
With an opt-out after the first season. But it's kind of like $15 million this year, $17 million signing bonus, and then $30 next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Took a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprised it took this long. I'm sure he's glad that it got done before the season started. Giants.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he pitched a couple simulated games recently too for like people, right? Didn't he? Or
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah. There was one. I think he did one for the Astros, and I'm glad he did not go to the Astros.
Oh my God. If he's really a Seattle Mariners fan, grew up here, like he said he did, there's no way he's playing for the Astros. There was no way he was going to sign.
If they would have said that, like, hey, we'll give you 2 years, $80 million, I'm pretty sure everyone would have taken that. No matter who you are.
But no. Yeah. So glad he didn't do that.
Yeah. Definitely a good pick by the Giants. I think they have to do everything that they can in order to keep up with their in-state rivals. We'll see how it goes. I know that there has been some concern with Snell in terms of injuries, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple different injuries on and off. I mean, it was sort of like injury-marred year, decent year, Cy Young year. Then he came back, got some injuries again, and then got back to Cy Young form once again. So I think that was why people were super hesitant towards the 8 years, $300 million or whatever he was looking for. Like, there's kind of, he's not in the best of shape, so to speak.
How old is he? Do we know how old he is? 29, 30?
Something like that. Yeah.
48.
That would be horrible.
He is 31.
Well, I mean, that'd be great.
31. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still good age for pitchers. I mean, Verlander's pushing 43 and he's still one of the top pitchers in the league. So
when is he actually going to start? He's out for a hot minute, right?
He should be starting. It'll be after the season begins, I believe.
Yeah.
He's started to throw from the mound, I believe I saw today.
Right.
But I don't think, who knows what that could mean and who knows what his timetable is. I don't think they want to rush it. Same thing with Garrett Cole, who does not have to have surgery, which is good.
No.
Good for the Yankees.
What about like Scherzer? He's out for the first hot minute as well.
He'll probably be out
Jacob
for the first,
DeGrom.
Yeah, probably the first half of the season.
Good.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's good for the Mariners.
Yep, they aren't even going to be 500. Watch this shit.
Watch, they'll be under 500 at the All-Star break, and then Scherzer and DeGrom will come back, and they will still win the division.
I don't like that scenario.
Well,
so Scherzer had back surgery 13 weeks ago.
Okay.
And has been cleared for, quote, baseball activities.
Oh.
Not playing, but he's able
baseball
to...
activities.
I guess that means he can catch and throw.
Right.
In some limited capacity.
That's what they define as baseball activities, just catching and throwing.
I am hypothesizing.
Taking ground balls at second base.
Bunting. Practice your bunting.
Yeah, bunting. He doesn't need to. I'm sure he wants to. Anyway, Snell to the Giants. You guys heard it here first. We broke the news, guys.
We did.
Let's just be real here.
You just don't know it yet.
Us out.
Yeah, you just don't know it yet. So you're welcome.
What else?
Another news.
Yep.
Shohei. He finally revealed who his wife is.
We know who she is.
Showtime.
So Shohei's wife is, I know nobody gives a shit about this, but we do because that's just who we are. A mystery no more, says the Japan Times. She is Mamiko Tanaka. I hope I said that right. If I did not, sorry, Miss Tanaka. She is a former basketball player in Japan.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they meet at the Olympics or something like
that? Doesn't say anything about that. Regardless of how they met.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
The biggest thing is that,
she's not a wrestler.
We didn't have to wait. She's not a wrestler. I'm a little disappointed that she's not a wrestler, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I mean, there's still time. It's not like she's an old lady.
Yeah.
True.
Like, it would have been so much cooler had she been a wrestler. No offense to her. But it just would have been the perfect, American power couple.
Exactly what they want.
Yeah. But we don't have to wait any longer to see who his wife is. It's out. Congratulations to the two.
Yep.
And so, speaking of Shohei, they are in the Dodgers. They are Shohei's team now, basically.
Of course.
They're in town in Seoul for the Seoul series, which starts Wednesday. Is that correct?
I believe so.
How many games are they playing?
I think probably 3.
3? Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And then they wait another week to play another regular season game.
Yeah. Seoul series is between the Dodgers and the Padres.
The Dodgers
have fun to watch, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, I love watching all the out of town, out of country games.
Is it going to be nationally televised, or is it going to be one of those things?
It's on ESPN.
Okay.
And it's going to be live at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
The Dodgers have already beat South Korea's national team 5-2 in a exhibition game.
An exhibition? Okay. Side note on the Seoul series, apparently Dave Roberts was egged, or close to being egged, when he got to South Korea.
What was that all about? He was just walking into the stadium?
Yeah. It was at the airport, I think, when he got to they were leaving the airport. And it sounds like it was like a 20-year-old kid who had mental issues, is what they said. But they arrested him. I don't know why he was throwing it at Dave Roberts. Maybe he was throwing it at somebody else and just missed. Oh, there's a video. Let's see if we can watch this video. Okay, so there's Dave. Wait, where is it? I don't see it.
Yeah.
Is that him in the back left? Replay that again?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
So back in the left?
Back and to the left.
Oh, in the Dodgers uniform?
And to the left, yeah. In the Dodgers shirt.
See what's going on over there?
But...
Oh, at least you see the egg come flying in. It almost hits the camera.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Hold on, I got to see this again. It's like the Zapruder film. Holy shit.
It really is. There's like 8 frames of egg. Yeah,
Yep.
You want to look for him winding up, and he doesn't. He just kind of goes.
Yeah. Nobody knows really why it happened, but they arrested the kid.
Eric, did you say back and to the left?
Yeah, like the Zapruder film from the Seinfeld episode.
Got it.
Yeah,
come on, Paul.
I was thinking it was like an Oliver Stone reference.
Well,
to
yeah,
the whole
JFK.
It's
the Seinfeld episode is the JFK.
Got it.
Reference.
Got
it. Anyway, thankfully, Dave Roberts is okay.
Thank God.
He came out unscathed in this incident.
Our dark national nightmare is over.
Yes. And justice will be served for the egg thrower.
I'm sure there'll be a Law and Order episode based off this actual event.
Do you think are like the laws different in South Korea in terms of egg throwing? Like, would they arrest somebody here?
I mean, it could be
America?
considered a form of assault here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just curious. I had no idea. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody getting arrested for throwing an egg, but then that doesn't usually happen.
Right. We prefer guns.
Well, yeah,
exactly.
Or, who was it?
Easier to get than eggs.
Who was the president that had a shoe thrown at him? Was that Bush? Bush had the shoe thrown at him? Yeah. That guy got arrested. Who knows where that guy is now?
Well, actually, he's very famous in Iraq.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Eric knows where he's at.
That's good. Good call, Eric.
Yeah. And finally, our last quick hit of the night. We did not break this news, but a couple days ago, Dylan Cease, the amateur disc golfer / professional baseball player, he is now playing for the San Diego Padres.
Right. Padres gave up a bunch for him too.
Yeah, a lot of prospects.
Yeah.
So hopefully the White Sox don't botch that. I'm sure they will, but
they will
somehow.
But good for Cease. I'm glad to see him get out of that shit show that is the Chicago White Sox. San Diego's a great place to play. Obviously, it's San Diego. He is now in Seoul with the team. He made it.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Apparently, some travel issues. He might. I don't know. They probably wouldn't want to.
Well, yeah.
He hasn't been with them that long. Like, he joined the team in Seoul. Apparently, he had to go from Arizona to Seoul, like, by himself. Like, he didn't travel with the team.
Oh. Interesting.
I guess he had to, like...
Had the team left already or something?
Yeah, the team had left already. And so, apparently, it was like this whole thing. Like, he couldn't find his passport. And they had to get, like, a quick visa for him, like a work visa in Korea. Right. And then he had to like do all this other shit. It was kind of like a wild story of how he actually made it to South Korea, but he eventually made it there. He's there now. I've seen pictures. It's real.
I bet you thought the moon landing was real too.
Wait, it's not? Tell me more, Paul.
No.
Dylan Cease, Padres. Yeah, he's there. Yep. Way to go, Dylan. Congratulations. Yep. Okay. Any other quick hits, you guys? Anything else?
Yeah, I got nothing. I think those are the stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's the big news for the week. You heard it here on Wasted Pitch. So USA Today has some stadium rankings for 2024. Do they do this every year? Is this like a yearly thing, an annual ranking?
I haven't heard of it before.
Okay.
I feel like I've heard of it every now and again, but I don't know about it every year.
I don't know about it every year either. Regardless, let's go through these. These are kind of interesting. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you guys know what number 1 is? Have you seen them already?
I saw number 1.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
PNC Park.
PNC Park. Yeah. I'm curious about that.
I have not heard a bad thing about PNC Park.
Yeah.
And just looking at it looks like a really nice stadium. The view is great.
Do you have a list or pictures that you could share with us?
Sure. Of course.
Sweet.
Absolutely, Paul.
Thank you, Nick.
Intimate architecture and breathtaking views.
Oh. I mean, that's a pretty good view right there.
Yeah, it's pretty killer. You look over the river, you see downtown Pittsburgh.
You get the bridges.
What's that bridge? Yeah.
I can't remember the name of that bridge.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do the Pirates...
Unfortunately for Pittsburgh, the Pirates are a pretty terrible team.
Always.
But great stadium, great view. And for those that don't remember last year, we talked about the pierogies. They have the little dancing pierogi mascots.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think they sell pierogies. They sell like a pierogi burger or some bullshit like that there. So
I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PNC Park looks good. Number 2, Oracle Park, San Francisco Giants.
Yep.
This one is, of all the stadiums that I've visited, and I haven't visited them all, I visited a number of them. I would say this one tops the list for me.
I wonder how cold it can get there right on the water.
Cold. Very cold.
Yeah.
It's cold and windy. But it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It's easy to get to. You're right there on the water. They have a lot of cool different food vendors that you can eat at. Day games are the best because you can look out over the bay. And then in this little area back here in the water, McCovey Cove is what it's called. Tons of people just ride their kayaks or their little boats.
That's cool.
And just chill out there. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, last time I went there was a guy who was riding a makeshift boat that was made out of a DeLorean.
Sweet.
He was cruising around the water in like this DeLorean boat. It was a very San Francisco thing to see.
Is that the Golden Gate Bridge in the back there?
That is the Bay Bridge.
Bay Bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Golden Gate's way north. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Giants fans enjoy not only a stupendous view, but arguably the best concessions in the sport.
Interesting.
Yeah, I could see that. They have a Dungeness crab sandwich that is
nice.
Delightful.
I'd eat that.
If you have not visited, you should go. Have you guys been?
Not there, no.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Eric, you have been there? Nice.
Yes, sir.
Great place to watch a game. I went there many years ago and saw Barry Bonds play.
Nice.
That's the story of when I went to go see Barry Bonds and he struck out like 3 times. And I was pissed.
And the next night he hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, and the next night he just crushed it. Number 3, Wrigley Field. A little surprised this is higher, but I guess it's Wrigley. It's got all the history.
I was going to say, yeah. That's got to be a big part of it.
Yeah. And apparently they've renovated it in recent years.
I bet they've renovated that thing so many times.
They have to. It was built in 1914.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So you would have to. I have not been to Wrigley. That's one that I really want to go to.
Same here.
Yep. Same. Samesies.
Number 4, Camden Yards from the Baltimore Orioles. This one is one of my favorites just from a visual standpoint. It's pretty cool. The way that they did it is pretty awesome. That building in the background, I don't know what that is.
That warehouse?
Yeah.
I remember Griffey hit it off that in one of the home run contests out there. And I think he was one of the first to hit it in the air.
And
not on a bounce.
The walkway or the road between the building and the ballpark, don't they put little markers for where their home runs land?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Fenway Park. Here you go, Eric.
Number 5.
Yep. Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox.
How do you feel about that, Eric?
Oh, that's about right. It's it's old. In some places, it still feels very old, very small seats, and you're very close to the field. But they have done some good renovations lately.
Cool.
There's more coming that a lot of people aren't happy about, but
go on. What else
they're adding on to the back. There's going to be like a music venue. Like there's like for a place where parking is already a huge problem, it can be, a parking pass can be $100 for a game because there's so few of them. You definitely have to take public transportation in, and they just keep adding things to it. So not everyone's thrilled about that.
Yeah, USA Today says intimate, quaint, and historic are adjectives that immediately come to mind. However, parking is extremely scarce and prohibitively expensive, and sightlines are not favorable around the park. I think there's an area in the park where like some of the seats are right behind a beam. Is that right?
Yes,
is that right?
There are seats right behind a pillar.
That foul pole.
Yeah, and there are sections that are angled very oddly. They're not angled towards the diamond. They're angled towards, center field. So you got to watch the game a little head tilted, but
right.
That's how it was designed back in the
day.
Part
of the charm.
You're right.
Number 6, Petco Park in San Diego. I don't know. This one I guess it's kind of a cool stadium. It's right downtown in San Diego, right there in the gas lamp district or whatever is it?
Yep.
Gaslight district. I'm surprised it's high on this list.
Yeah.
But
it's a newer park, isn't it? Like,
when was it built? Yeah. 1994. No, 2004.
No. Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, 2004. Okay.
Yeah. Can you believe that was 20 years ago, 2004?
Yeah, that's God.
They were building, I was living in Austin, I moved to Austin in 2004, but I was in San Diego prior to that. And they were like, I remember them tearing up that section for it and about to build that stadium.
Where stadium did they had before? I don't remember where
Qualcomm
they played.
Stadium, which is out like where the Chargers used to play.
Did they play in Qualcomm?
Yeah. Oh my God. It was awful. I mean, probably comparable to Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
So I bet this is a pretty cool park. I would actually like to see it someday.
Yeah. Well, it's San Diego. I mean, San Diego's pretty fucking rad. So
yeah, it is.
Number 7, just up the road, the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. This is one of the older ballparks. Not really visually stunning or anything like that. There's no like great architecture to it.
How many people does
56,000?
Yeah, that looks big. That looks like a lot more people than the 40,000.
Yeah.
The last few stadiums.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Shut up, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
You could see 10,000 more people quite easily.
Yeah. Clearly. But I would love to go to Dodger Stadium just because of its history. Built in 1962. It's one of, I guess, one of the premier ballparks in the country. So
yep. Did you see the pictures when they got like a massive amount of rain recently and the entire stadium was surrounded by water? Like it looked like the entire Dodger Stadium was underwater.
Oh shit! No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
well, it is a ravine around there, so that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Number 8, Colorado Rockies, Coors Field. Okay. I know nothing about this stadium, to be honest with you. Mostly because the Rockies are awful.
Right.
And apparently they have a rooftop. What the hell is that? Is it like a rooftop deck? Where people...
guess so.
Oh, it's a hangout spot for fans in their 20s and 30s. If you are over the age of 30, then get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's
a good looking park.
It is. Number 9.
Let's go.
T-Mobile Park, Seattle Mariners.
Look at that view of those clouds.
The view is great. Yeah.
Right.
I can attest to this one. This is a pretty nice ballpark. I enjoy this ballpark a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice. It's clean. They have good concessions. Expensive beer. I'll say that. Fucking expensive beer, Paul.
Expensive
but
everything.
Great views. When it rains, you're completely covered. But you're not in a dome because part of it is open on one side.
Yep. So you still get a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah. Great amenities downtown around that area. Places to have a nice cold beer outside of the ballpark.
You can see the top of the Seahawks Stadium right next door to it over left field. Mm-hmm. And then downtown is right beyond that. And just on the back side of this picture is fucking the Puget Sound. So it's pretty picturesque around there.
It is.
They did a good job.
Yeah. The smell, I can recall, is very pleasant. Man. It smells like the Puget Sound.
Salt water. Yes. So good.
Okay.
47,000. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They haven't had that many people in the stadium in a long time.
Easy. Nitro.
Number 10, Minnesota Twins, Target Field. This is a pretty cool stadium. I think they did a good job with this one. That big wall in right field. And the weird little overhang that they have over right field.
Dude, I like that. Wasn't the old Detroit stadium like that? It was around the entire outfield. There was the second deck went right to the line. You were sitting right over the field.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I think Detroit's was a little more pronounced than this one. And they had more of it, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool spot to watch a game. I would imagine it kind of sucks to watch a game here in the spring and the fall because it's probably pretty cold. Probably is not enjoyable to play either. I'm surprised they didn't do some sort of covered field for the Twins. Yeah, like they did with the football team, the Vikings. But to each his own. Good for them.
I'd still go.
Yeah.
Only 38.
Of course. I would go to every stadium. I don't care.
Right. For sure.
We'll go through these pretty quick. Citi Field, New York Mets. They have that big apple in the middle. Or
I enjoyed the one game I went there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That was long time ago. Yeah. It was great. It was kind of a surprise last minute idea. I was a camp counselor at the time.
Nice.
And a guy I ran into, he's like, "Oh, you have today off too? You want to go to a Mets game?" And he drove me into the city and we went to a Mets game. It was great. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
We were pretty high up and had a great view of the field.
Do you remember who they played?
I have no recollection.
Oh, number 12, Kauffman Stadium.
Really?
Kansas City Royals. Yeah, that's what they're saying here.
Look at those views with all that greenery back there.
And the shitty rundown hotel in the background there.
Yeah.
The Drury Inn. Yeah.
What's the one to the right of that? The big one.
The Adams Mark Hotel, I think. I don't know. It's a piece of shit. Yeah, there's this. I like this stadium. Don't get me wrong. It's a great stadium. Beautiful stadium. The fountains out here in center field.
The fountains.
Beautiful. The nice big video board. It is in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's nothing there. This whole area around it is just a dump. And then there's the Chief Stadium in the parking lot. So it's like one giant parking lot.
Is Chief Stadium like right behind this view that you're looking at? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But they've done a lot of renovations. They did some upkeep on it. Great stadium. I think it seats like 47,000. Oh, no, 37,000. That's right. They took out some seats when they renovated it. But they need a new stadium. It needs to go. They need to put it downtown. Look at all these other stadiums. Let's look at this. Oh, downtown. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Downtown. Oh, what's that? Downtown. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's time.
I see a theme. Yeah.
Yeah. You see a theme as to these wonderful stadiums and why they're highly ranked.
Which is kind of surprising why Kaufman is still so high.
I think it's just because, I mean, it's like the fourth oldest stadium.
Yeah. What did that say? 73? It was made
73.
It's as old as me.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Sucks for you.
Man. Yeah, it's getting pretty old, and it's not worth keeping around. It doesn't have the same historical significance. Like it's never going to be a Wrigley or a Fenway or even a Dodger Stadium for that matter. So anyway, number 12 ain't bad. Number 13, Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia.
I can see that.
Number 14, Comerica Park, Detroit Tigers. I like this stadium a lot. I think Detroit gets a lot of hate, but
they do.
I like Detroit. I like the way Detroit looks.
I remember driving past it. I was in Detroit 2012, 13, and drove past it, and it was just like, oh shit, it's right there. It's right downtown, like or right next to downtown. I was pretty surprised. It blended right in.
Number 15, Minute Maid Park.
I like Minute Maid Park. If it wasn't for the train.
Yeah. Do you?
And the team.
The train is annoying. And the team is annoying.
Childish. Yep.
Yeah.
The roof is annoying.
I bet it's smart for Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But it's also they close it too much. It's closed too often.
Okay.
There are some nights that it's a beautiful night, you know? Enjoy the night under the stars. Come on.
Enjoy the 90-degree nighttime weather.
See, I come from it as the Red Sox tend to play Houston in August. So I like to go there and they close it and you get nice AC. And so, yeah.
I went to a game there many years ago, Royals versus the Astros, and it was like a 75-degree night and they had the fucker closed.
Okay, so that's too much.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is downtown. There's a lot of stuff going on around there. That's nice. They used to have that hill in the middle.
Yeah, that was
ridiculous, and people used to get injured. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. Break an ankle.
It was the stupidest idea ever.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Gotta love the big oxy.
I don't know, 15. Yeah. What is that? Is that for Oxycontin? No way.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Skincare.
Number 16, Truist Park, Atlanta Braves.
No more Turner Field?
No, I went to Turner Field when I was a little kid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't remember a thing about it, but I went there. That was back in the 90s Braves days, back when they had their little heyday.
The pitching staff.
Yeah. This one is pretty new. 2017 is when it was built. Looks okay. It looks like a new stadium.
It's a little generic.
Yeah, pretty generic. That seems to be the theme for new stadiums these days.
Yeah, they're pumping them out.
Yeah. Busch Stadium, St. Louis Cardinals. Again, I've been to the old Busch Stadium.
I've been.
This
to
one is cool.
Stadium.
It's kind of in the same location, I think. Oh, that's right. You went to a playoff game there.
Yep.
Red Sox Cardinals?
No.
Oh,
that would not be a playoff game.
Well,
that would have been the World Series, not a playoff game.
Yeah.
But then also, like, they do interleague stuff. They've been doing that pretty regularly.
Yeah, but not
regularly
for
the last.
It's I enjoyed it. You get a site. It's smack dab in front of the
arch.
What the arch? Thank you.
There it is.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, what shape is that? What shape is that?
Yeah, what
is that? Like a Capitol building in the middle, right there, right above left center field?
Yeah. That's the State House, I believe.
Cool.
And they have
it wouldn't be there because the Capitol's in Jefferson City.
Oh no. Okay, so you're right.
God
right.
Damn it! Eric.
It must be the City Hall or something like that.
Probably City Hall.
But it's all around it. It has all these. They have this one massive building that has tons of bars in it, and video screens for the game, and it fills up. They can fill the stadium. Plus that, it's this whole. Just I don't know what to call it. Just an area for baseball fans.
Baseball village.
Yeah, baseball village. There you go. Merch shops and all that kind of stuff. It was a good time.
They still have Big Mac Land for God, I can't even think of his name now. Who was the dude that was all jacked up on steroids that hit 1,000 home runs that one season? Mark McGwire. There it is. Yeah.
We're doing real well tonight.
Yeah. Number 18, Lone Depot Park, Miami Marlins. You know what, guys? I'm going to say it. I miss that big, funky fucking display.
What was that thing?
Yeah, I miss that thing. They
totally
took it out.
Gave it character.
Yeah, now it just looks like another piece of shit stadium in Florida.
Wasn't Jeter the one that approved that thing? Wasn't that a Derek Jeter thing when he was in charge of the team?
I think it was his.
I think he was the one who took it out.
Yeah, he's the one who took it out.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was there before him.
Wasn't there much before him?
Jeff Loria, isn't that the owner?
Yeah, I think so.
Take your word for it.
Yeah. Progressive Field in Cleveland.
Really quick, I'm surprised here that Texas Stadium is 2 years old now, isn't it? The brand new one?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even make the top 20.
Yeah, because it looks ugly.
Is that it? Just because it looks ugly, or
it's so ugly?
Okay.
No public transportation to it.
Well, I mean, it's just bland.
Yeah,
there's nothing about it that
it's cookie cutter.
Yeah. In my opinion,
I went to the other one, the old one. That was actually 10 years old. I don't understand, but
Globe Life Field, that one was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it was hot. I understand why they put in a new stadium with a roof.
Hot.
Yeah.
Number 19, Progressive Field in Cleveland. Nothing to this one really. That's why it's number 19.
Yeah.
Generic.
We're down in that area.
Ooh, wow. Number 20, Yankee Stadium.
I think they really botched this new Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. So USA Today says the Yankees had the chance to create a ballpark for the ages, but instead built a facility that does little beyond honoring the team that plays in it. Not nearly as fun as the Mets Park in Queens. It does offer the Yankees Museum, as if the whole stadium weren't pretty much a Yankees museum.
Right.
And Monument Park. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's in deep center field, or straightaway center, right? Monument Park.
Yeah.
All the plaques and all that.
Yeah, and it's so short. That's why Judge and Stanton hit a gazillion home runs every season.
It's fucking Little League field.
Yeah. Bronx Bombers. Number 21, Rogers Center in Toronto. This one's just weird. It's just a weird one.
It's always been weird.
Says that they made renovations to make it less sterile, but it looks pretty sterile still.
They're supposed to be doing
there's a hotel up there though.
Yeah, they're doing little renovations every year, I think. They're doing it section by section.
That looks like it holds a ton of people too.
This one holds 41,000.
I like how they have up on the scoreboard Baltimore Orioles guy.
Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar.
There we go. Number 22, Globe Life Field, Texas Rangers. This one, I just don't. It's like black inside. There's no like character whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just painted black everywhere. Right? Am I wrong?
I don't think is it painted black or is it like dark?
It's dark either way.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely too dark.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about this other than the fact that it has air conditioning. Congratulations, Texas Rangers. Number 23, Angel Stadium, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. This one...
Nothing. There's nothing to say about
USA it. Today just says a ballpark that needs to be replaced. Yeah, and this one, like Kauffman, is kind of in the middle of nowhere, it seems like. And it's in Anaheim, so...
Yeah.
Strike two right there. 24 American Family Field, Milwaukee Brewers. This is a weird one, too. This one has a slide that you can take.
Right.
It has a retract.
Can the people
I didn't know
do
that
that,
it had a
or
retractable roof.
Is it just the one dude?
I think it's just the mascot.
Yeah.
The brew. What's his name?
Billy Brewer?
We don't know. Billy Brewer. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We're going to go with that. But apparently they have the best sausages in the league. So
I believe that.
Just a heads up.
Bernie Brewer.
25. Bernie Brewer. There we go. We went over this last year. God damn it.
We did.
Number 25, Nationals Park, the Washington Nationals. USA Today says, by no means a spectacular architectural achievement, its look fits perfectly in a city known for its monuments. The president's race is one of baseball's more endearing traditions. So basically they said that the stadium sucks and
right.
Yeah.
The mascot race is the best thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about the seventh inning stretch there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whenever they do those.
26. Usually a seventh inning stretch, I think. Great American Ballpark is number 26. That is in Cincinnati. This is kind of one of those, the retro ballpark revolution that started happening, which Baltimore did it right. Everybody else did it wrong. And this is kind of a good example of who did it wrong. This one's fucking weird. There's like two little things in center field. I don't know what those things are. I don't know what those are. Yeah. They're like, it looks like the top of like steamboats or something because it's right on the river.
I think that's what it's.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Supposed to be. I don't know what their function is.
Nothing. It has no function. Number 27, Chase Field, Arizona Diamondbacks. This is kind of like, this one reminds me of Texas's stadium.
Yeah.
It's bland. It's dark.
Yeah.
The only redeeming quality is that this one has a pool and a hot tub that people can rent and watch the game from.
It's just so gross.
Yeah. In fact, USA Today said that people should go to Salt River Fields. That's their spring training facility. Apparently, that's the better field. Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
Guaranteed rate
and
field
the
is number
name.
28. That's the Chicago. Yeah, pretty bad. It's been changed over time, though. What was it before guaranteed rate? It was like, do you guys remember that? It was another sponsor field.
I can't remember.
But this one, it says that it's still pretty bad and it doesn't look good, that the White Sox might be stuck with this one for a while. So, sucks to be a White Sox fan.
U.S. Cellular Field.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
U.S. Cellular. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Number 29, the Tropicana Field in Tampa.
I hate it.
Yeah. I haven't been. Have you been to that one?
I haven't been to it.
Okay.
But It's even annoying on TV.
Look at it says postseason, but look how many empty seats there are.
Yeah. Yep. This was probably last year. Yeah, it was last year. It is, if you guys haven't seen this, listeners, if you have not seen this, go take a look at this place. I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like it's
like a circus tent.
It does look like a circus tent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ugly. You see all the rafters. It's like gray concrete.
There's so many things hanging from the ceiling that can interfere with play.
It's ridiculous.
And every different thing has a different
pretty much all the time.
The ceiling is white, so you lose the ball in the whiteness.
Mm-hmm.
You're fired, Tropicana. You're fired.
I hate them so much.
Yeah, it's bad. Number 30, last but definitely almost maybe least, Oakland Coliseum.
Wow.
For the Oakland A's. Okay. Here's the deal. This place is a shithole. Mm-hmm. It is an actual shithole.
Yeah, because they have sewage problems all the time.
They have sewage problems. I remember there were reports one year that they found mice inside of the soda machine. There's not much good food. It's just kind of a dirty fucking place to go. However, and I think this is where USA Today got it wrong. Their one redeeming quality is the fans at Oakland Coliseum. The fans are outstanding. And this is why it's sad that the A's are leaving. So I disagree with this one. I think it should be number 29. And I think the Trop should be number 30.
Trop should be 30.
Give Oakland a little credit. Is it a crappy stadium? Yes. Does it have more redeeming qualities than the circus tent? Yes.
How many people does the Coliseum hold?
This one will hold 46,000.
Built in 1966.
When was the last time it held 46,000?
Yeah, I mean, they probably packed him in there for one of their playoff games, their most recent postseason. They've been in the wild card
yeah, that's true.
A number of times in the past 5 or 6 years. So, yeah, fuck, that place is just. It's a weird place too because for a while there they converted it for football and baseball, and so I went to a football game there, and you could still see the baseball diamond because it was like half, dirt. Still during the time when baseball was being played. Yeah, the dirt. Oh, yeah, it's definitely
those
a big crap
convertible stadiums were always weird. When I lived in Minnesota, I still went to the Metrodome, and that was always weird to see the stands were collapsible and up against the outfield wall. It's always weird.
Yeah, I think the Kingdome did something like that too for a while.
Good list. I like looking at all the stadiums. Yeah. Hopefully one day we can take a wasted pitch road trip and just go to every stadium.
Let's do it.
Like we have nothing else to do in our lives. We can just take that time and travel the states.
I like it.
Good old off-season content. This is what we do.
Yep.
I think next week we are going to mix it up a little bit. Possibly. Mm-hmm. Maybe have a little movie review.
Yes. Let's go.
First review of the season. And we'll also get to some division projections for you guys because I think we need to talk about that. Mainly, I just want to shit on the Mariners for a while. So,
God damn it.
Paul's shaking his head at me. Yeah. But good to be back, even though we just took a week off. Good to be back. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, finally, Eric.
It's good to be back.
Good.
We told everybody, even though we didn't release the episode, we told everybody that you were living out your dream as a Red Sox bat boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wish.
I don't know if that's your dream or not, but it is now. So you're welcome. I just incepted you with a dream.
Sweet.
It's awesome.
I hope it manifests into reality.
Yeah. All right, gents. Well, see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.